I'm standing in the shadow of the Irish Brigade Memorial here at Gettysburg, not far from the wheat field where they fought so bravely on July 2nd, 1863. In my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful and heartfelt monuments on the field. The Irish Brigade was made up largely of Irish immigrants, men known for their courage, their devotion, and their willingness to sacrifice. They carried green flags into battle, of course, and earned a reputation for fierce fighting in some of the Civil War's bloodiest moments. This monument is here to honor them and to remind us of their courage and devotion, not only to country, but to one another. Their chaplain, who we talked about earlier, Father William Corby, didn't just preach sermons from a safe distance. He lived with his men. He marched where they marched. He faced what they faced, and he prayed over them as they went into the fight. That's why, when he returned years later for a reunion, the battle-hardened veterans of the Irish Brigade embraced him with tears. They knew he had been faithful in the trenches of their lives. Corby would survive the war and go on to be president of Notre Dame, but his men never forgot him. At his funeral, it wasn't priests who carried his casket, it was Civil War veterans, old soldiers who had once knelt under his prayer. Men, we are called to that kind of devotion, to live beside those God has entrusted to us, to be present, to pray with them, to point them to Christ, not just in words, but in daily sacrifice. Paul writes in 1 Thessalonians 2:8, "We are ready to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you had become very dear to us." That's the kind of shepherd, the kind of man God is calling us to be. So here's the question. In the battles of life today, in your home, your workplace, your community, will you stand as a fearless witness to Christ? Will you walk with your brothers in their struggles? The men of the Irish Brigade had a chaplain who would not abandon them. Do the people in your life know they have that in you? Brothers, the world is desperate for men who will not flinch, who will not walk away, but who will love courageously and lead faithfully. By the power of Christ in you, you can be that man.